So about week 23, and this is the 1st of June until the 7th of June, and this is a fun week because we are in Zante, Greece. So we worked here in 2013 and 2014 for 10 months in total over 2 summers. So the first summer was like 4 months and the second summer was 6 months. So this island holds a lot of memories for us, and I absolutely love the fact that when we got there, it hadn't changed. It hadn't been built up, or, it had still the same, vibe and just character to it. It hadn't changed in the 11 years, which I'm really grateful for. So we tried to do a fair bit to see as much as we could around the island. Obviously, we've done everything really. We've exhausted the island as much as we possibly could in those 10 months. But it was really nice just to retrace our steps and to visit a few places that, meant a lot to us, and just to reminisce and things. So we flew with TUI, which is a company that we both used to work for, so that was always nice as well. And I decided to use the beach party collection because it is very predominantly beach holiday vibes. I was going to go for a different collection. I think it was the pool party one, but I realised that a lot of my cutter parts are still in a bag, all messed up, that I need to sort, but that's a new house project, so I couldn't use that collection, whereas all the cutter parts for this one was all together. So I thought I'd use this one because it's got a lot of sea animals, it's got a lot of beach, a few sort of pool things and stuff like that, so it just matched really nicely. So this part is just about our first few days really. We got there on the Sunday, obviously, and we chilled out Monday, Tuesday. We did a bit of like touring around the resorts and just had a walking around and seeing everything. And we actually went to go see the hotel that I made really good friends with the receptionist and the owner. And we actually moved in there at the end of the season as well in October. So we went to go see those, and that was really fun. But yeah, we just sort of, I don't know, just enjoyed being there again, really. I really regret not going back earlier than we did, but I do think 10 years is quite a good gap. I think if we went back not any earlier, I mean, we probably would have gone back earlier if the pandemic hadn't happened, but it was nice to leave a gap in order for it to be as amazing as it was to see everything again. This island holds a lot of sort of firsts and things for me. This island, in a non-cringy way, it changed my life. Like, I met Joe, my husband over here. I was 18 when I first started working. It was my first proper job. I moved out of my, family home when I was 18 to move to Greece for 6 months. And it started my love of travelling. It built an independence in me as well. Obviously, I was meeting new people. I had to literally start again. There was no one there that I knew. And it really took me out of my comfort zone, but it made me sort of the person I am today. And I just absolutely love it. And it really does hold really lovely memories. And, I'm grateful that we've got this place that we can share together. So yeah, it's really lovely. And I hope that we go back. We might give it 5 years and whatnot and go back again, because it is a really lovely place just to go back and chill. It was so hot, and the beaches are lovely. The hotels are nice, the food's nice, and we just really enjoy it. And it's not become like Mykonos or Santorini just yet, where the prices are astronomical. It is quite reasonably priced, and I would just highly recommend it to anyone. So yeah, we definitely went down memory lane. So the first big photo is a picture of me sunbathing, and Joe's in the pool, and that was sort of our first day. We just got our books out and started reading, and the stickers that I'm using are just little sun cream bottles, which I think are really cute, and little sunglasses as well. And then the pictures down the middle, the first picture is a picture of me and Joe just outside our old apartment. So this is the apartment that we stayed in whilst we were living over there. It hasn't changed much. It's been bought out by someone else, obviously, and I think they're rented out as apartments. And it has changed colour. It was just a cream colour, but now it's like a terracotta orange. But we thought we'd get a picture in front of that because obviously that's where we lived. And then the second photo is a picture of me with the receptionist, Petra, who I worked in the hotel in my second season in 2014. Obviously, I was with her pretty much every day for 6 months. And she's just so lovely. She's actually German, but she's lived over there for about 30 odd years. And she's got a Greek husband, and she's just so nice. And she was just, she just really helped me with a lot of things whilst I was living out there, and I made good friends with the owner of the hotel as well, and they let us stay in the hotel for the last month of the season as well, so that was really lovely. So yeah, it was so lovely to see her again. And yeah, I'm just grateful that she still works there, because it's one of those things where we're hoping that everyone was still there, but she was. So yeah, it was just a really nice few days, just sort of getting to grips with the island again, just walking around. We hadn't forgotten anything, like we were still walking the same way, and we didn't have to think about where we were going or use Google Maps or anything. It literally has not changed in the 11 years. And even like the smells and stuff like that, when we're walking through the sort of the roads and the fields to get to the different part of the resort, it just brings back so many memories. So yeah, I absolutely loved going back, and Joe is much reveling in the idea, the fact that he wanted to go back through so many times, and I kept saying, oh, I'm not sure, but I loved it. So yeah, the last photo is a picture just me on Kalamaki Beach. And it was actually quite ironic, really. I got a Facebook notification, you know, when they do like then and now. I actually uploaded a picture in this week 11 years ago of me on the beach, and I was going to do like just going to print it off, because a picture of me obviously 11 years ago in the same sort of spot, and obviously now, so that was quite nice. But yeah, so I just printed off that picture of me on the beach. We were just going for a walk. We walked all the way down to Laguna, which is about an hour walk along the sand, which is really nice. And I'm just going to put some little stickers around, not try and block too much of the view. I'm just using a nice washi tape with big like leaves on there, because obviously there's those large leaves on the stickers. And the paper is actually from Violet Studio. It's just, again, like palm trees, and the colours that matched these ones, like blues and greens and things like that. So yeah, I really just loved it. I really loved it. I can't rave about it enough, really. I believe, I'm not sure which way I'm uploading these videos, but I will be doing an album, obviously, of this trip, a travel album, you know, as I normally do, so that will be coming. But I also want to redo my 2013 season album and my 2014 season, which I never documented, and I have about 1,000 photos of over the course of 2 seasons to put in, and I just wonder why I've never done it, really, because it as I said, it made my life, really, this island and those 2 seasons. So I feel like they deserve their own album, so I will be doing that, and I feel like I want to do those before I even do this holiday. So I have added it onto my list of projects. That list of projects is now about 30 projects long. So I do wonder when we're actually going to see this album, but it's definitely on the list, because as I said, there's so many photos that I didn't print off for the 2013, and I just didn't do the album justice, really. I was into scrapbooking, but not as I am now, so I just didn't print off as many photos as I could have, and I can just deconstruct it a little bit, take out all the ephemera and things that I did take over the season and put them into a new album, so I'm not too worried about that. I didn't really use much pattern paper or anything like that, so I don't feel like I'm going to ruin many things if I deconstruct it. So yeah, it's on the list. So I think I'm going to do those 2 albums first, and then do this holiday. I might be completely zantied out, because obviously there will be photos of the same sort of things, but I feel like it would be worth it to get it on the shelf and get all those photos in, because at the moment I do have them on my Facebook. Obviously I don't really use Facebook much at all nowadays. I don't upload anything on there, but I did then, so they have all the photos on there, and I do have them downloaded on my computer, but other than that they're in no other album. So I do want to get those off and print them into an album. So yeah, I'm just going to stamp the week and obviously stamp the dates, and that is everything. I obviously will be doing a second part, and that's about the going around the island. We had the car and things like that, so there's a few more photos of around the island, but I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back soon. Bye.